Hello, and thank you for tuning in and watching. I'm here today with Julian Gallagher. So Julian is here today in San Pedro, but normally you're in our Sotogrande office.
That's right, yeah. Yes, so normally down there, Pueblo Nuevo, within inside the borders of Sotogrande, taking care of affairs down there.
And how long you been with Fluent Finance Abroad now?
It's, I think it's 6 years now.
6 years.
Something like that, yeah.
So as we're trying to get to know you a little bit, what were you doing before? Tell us a little bit about your backstory.
So I started off with Halifax Bank and in Halifax, and then they got bought out by Lloyds. They sent me down to London. I couldn't fit in down there. They couldn't find anything for me to do there, so they packed me off to Gibraltar to go work for Gibraltar International Private Banking.
Can I take you back a little bit back to there? So
Yeah.
when you first, I mean, you've worked in Ireland, you've worked in the UK, you've worked in Portugal.
Yeah.
When you, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you joined Halifax, you were on the Spanish mortgage desk, is that right?
Yeah, because I speak Portuguese, so naturally, a big institution like the Halifax thinks, Portuguese, Spanish, how different can it be? So they put me into Banco Halifax, España.
Banco Halifax, España.
26 branches in Spain, and then when added to I think it was 35 branches of Lloyds, you had a big presence here, but it was Banco Halifax, España.
What year was that?
So I guess it was about 2006, something like that.
So you've been involved with Spanish mortgages since 2006?
Good times, bad times, everything in between, yeah.
Well, I met you when you worked in Gibraltar.
That's right.
And that was for Lloyds.
It was, yeah, exactly. So
Lloyds International.
That's right. So Lloyds was, around about 2006, I think it was at that.
What type of bank was Lloyds in Gibraltar back then? Was it just retail, or was it a combination of retail, private banking?
Yeah, it had both really. They called the segments mass affluent and private banking. Then you had the high net worth and ultra high net worth inside those brackets. So there was different segmentation for people. There wasn't much of a retail bank. No over-the-counter services or anything like that. It was mostly wealth management and lending, and more heavily towards trying to obtain investments and things like that. But they had an international multi-currency bank account, which helped open a door to many people, introduce people to the bank. It's very useful. They gave me Spain to look after. After getting my feet under the table a little bit of success there, doing a good job, they gave me Portugal to work with, and then that expanded out. I ended up looking after Germany, Monaco, France, Benelux, Norway. So yeah, I looked after quite a lot of areas. And I teamed up with a Danish girl because it just became a big area to cover.
You help a lot with our general understanding of private banking, how that works. Mm-hmm. Would that be right?
Private banking is not about telling people how clever you are. It's about understanding the person's pressure points, understanding their needs, listening, which you're strong at, which your company's strong at. The whole company listens. That's why it's a comfortable place to work in. Because what they're looking for is that they don't want to understand how clever you are, how intelligent you are. Just, here's my pressure point. Go away, figure it out, come back with a solution.
This is my idea, this is my plan, and we'll go about it. Yeah, can you help me implement the plan?
Yeah, and if you can't, tell me fast. Don't give me all that flannel about how you're going to help me and how good the company is and all the rest of it. It's a simple yes or it's a simple no, and I don't want to know how you do it. I just care about you delivering, and that's it.
And basically, yeah, we're here to listen to people, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Whether they're based in Marbella, anywhere in Spain, but you're based in the Sotogrande area. How's that going?
It couldn't be going any better, I don't think.
The people that we've been dealing with, that you've been dealing with down in Sotogrande, they're pretty sophisticated in terms of their financial knowledge?
Yeah. Quite often, I had a fund manager in 2 days ago. He blew me out of the water within 5 minutes, and less than 5 minutes. He knew it, I knew it. And you have to be humble around those things. I'm here to help. So if it's better use of your time, this guy in particular, very, very high net worth, and every minute he's spending with me is wasting his time and therefore his money. Yeah. So if he wants to if he thinks it's a good use of his time, he'll do it himself. If not, then if he trusts, and I think he did, me to deliver the service through the company, because it isn't just me, is it? There's how many people working on a mortgage? 4 people.
4 people.
And yeah, he walked away very, very happy. He knew that the job would get done. What more can you ask for?
No, that's right. I think the idea is that we work as a team, and we're here to compart our expertise, but more importantly, to listen to people and help them implement what it is they're trying to do.
Not going to learn out by talking, are you?
In fact, we learn more from our clients than we do in anything else, I'd imagine.
Exactly. Yeah, they're very quick to in a comfortable environment, very quick to lay all the cards upon the table. And if they do that, then it's going to be a very successful process when selecting how best to present that individual, because that's what they are, to a bank, and obtaining the best possible lending solution for them, best possible mortgage. And
well, thank you very much for watching. This is Julian Gallagher, and we are Fluent Finance Abroad.